As I go along on this video, I'm going to explain what I'm doing and what's transpiring here. Right there, I asked him to move his front end, yielded away from me, and he did. Now I looked at his hind end, and I'm putting just a little bit of pressure back there because I want him to turn and face me and follow me. So now I'm walking behind him because he's ignoring me. So right there, he started to turn and face me. So I'm walking away and I want him to start following me. And now he's following me. So that's great. That's exactly what I wanted. Now I'm going to ask him to go out on the circle. So I pointed with my right hand, put a little bit of pressure behind him with the stick and string, and I asked him to trot. And so now he's trotting. And so I'm just going to give him a moment to trot. He's kind of being a little lazy about it. So I pointed it with my right hand and I asked him to pick up more speed. And when he didn't, I put a little bit more pressure with the stick and string behind him to say, I want you to pick up more speed. He went into the canter, which wasn't exactly what I was asking, but he picked up speed. So I allowed him to do that, and I'll allow him to come back down to a trot when he's ready, because I just want him to have a little bit of impulsion. There he came back down to a trot, and I'm happy with that. So I'm just pivoting, doing a tiny circle in the middle as he circles around me. Right there, he thought about coming in a little bit, and I'm happy with that. So what I'm doing right here is I'm kind of walking a little bit sideways towards his hip to try to get him to connect with me a little bit. And there he gave me a little bit. He gave me a little bit more right there. I'm happy with that. So it's really nice right now to get this little bit of connection with him, and it's taken me a couple weeks to get here with him. And I was really happy with that. So I gave him a break and I told him he could come in and he could rest for a minute because I wanted him to feel successful about that. So now he gets a moment to relax and just feel successful. And I'm always looking for moments where I can reward the horse. If I reward him for every try that he does, I'm going to get more and more tries out of him. Now I'm going to ask him to go to the left. And my dog is kind of encouraging him. But that's okay. I want him to be able to handle a little bit of chaos and not get bothered if something happens. Because when we're out doing things with horses, stuff happens. And I want him to be okay with that. So I didn't call the dog off because I want him to be okay with changes that may occur as we're working together. So right there, he's given me some really nice connection. This is the first time that I've gotten this really nice connection with him today. So I wanted to reward that because that was beautiful, because I've had a very hard time getting this horse to connect with me. He's usually looking outside the circle and he's trying to just think away from me, because that's what he's done all his life, is he's thought, he's just thought about pressure, meaning that he's got to move, and he's trying to think away, and he's never tried to connect with a human. So I want to reward every moment that he tries to connect with me. And so here I give him a couple minute break again, and I want him to feel successful because he thought towards me, he rounded his body around me, and that is something very new that's taken me a couple weeks to get this with him. So now I ask him back out on the circle again. And I just want him to maintain gait, maintain direction, and start thinking towards me. So if he comes off of the rail and he's coming towards me, that is okay as long as he's not looking away from me. And right there, he's kind of looking away from me. Now he just thought back towards me. Now he arced his body around me again. And as he's doing that, I'm kind of moving sideways towards his hip to encourage more of that. So that was really beautiful right there, what he offered me. And now he's kind of looking outside the circle again. Now he's coming back in. So it's going to be a hit and miss right here. Now he gave me a little bit more. And that's really nice. So he's going to only give me moments of it right now because it's new. It's new for him to think towards me and to want to connect with me. So I'm still kind of arcing my body towards his hip to encourage him to circle around me and arc his body towards me. And that was beautiful. So I gave him another reward. And we're resting right here. And I'm very happy with what he's doing. And I want him to know that. And I want him to feel that. And I want him to feel successful. So we're pausing here again for a few moments, just so he feels successful about what he did. Because remember, it's the release of pressure that teaches. So every time he does the right thing, I want to give a release of pressure so he feels successful. So now here we go. He had a little bit of attitude going there to the left. That's okay. I don't mind. I mean, he's going to have his moments. I just say, well, keep trying. Get a little bit more attitude there. That's okay. And I was asking for a little bit more there because he had a little bit of attitude, and I was asking for a canter and he was not really wanting to give it to me. Now he came back down to a trot. He's thinking towards me because he's coming off the circle. He's coming a little closer to me. He left me for a moment. Now he's coming back. And now he's starting to offer me something really beautiful right there. It's a hit and miss. It comes in, it leaves. Oh, right there. That's it. That's what I wanted. That's beautiful right there. That is gold. I'm not going to throw that away for nothing. So now I'm going to let him rest and feel successful about that. And if I keep letting him feel successful about moments like that, I'm going to get more and more. And he's going to try harder and harder because there's a reward in it for him. That's where the release of pressure comes. That's where he feels rewarded. That's where he feels successful. And that's where I'm happy. And he's going to feel that I am pleased. And that's going to make him want to try even harder. So I'm just pausing here again, letting him feel successful. Now I'm going to ask him to go off to the right there. He had a little bit of attitude. I don't care. That's going to go away as time goes on. I'm not concerned about it. I'm just waiting for him to start connecting back to me again. And here it's starting to come. It's starting to come. I'm moving towards his hip. He's thinking about it. He thinks about it, and then he thinks away. Then he thinks about it. It's going to be a hit and miss right now still, because this is brand new. This is a long time in the making. Keep walking towards his hip, asking him to arc his body towards me, think towards me. He didn't give me as much that time as he did times before, but I still wanted to reward it because he was still thinking in the right direction. And I'm just not going to throw it away because I felt at that moment that was all I was going to get. And because he was still thinking towards me, I'm going to reward that. And it's not going to be perfect every time, but I'm going to keep working towards it getting better and better with each session. So now I'm going to start walking towards the gate. And what I want him to do is stay behind me, but not get on top of me. So I stop and I start to back up and say, don't crowd me. Respect my space. So I stop there and I ask him to back up and say, respect my space and stay behind me. Because he has a tendency of getting right on top of you and just really crowding your space. So I'm saying, let's not do that. So there I walked forward. Now I'm walking back and he's backing up. I'm just asking him to respect my space. And that's great. He's doing it. So that was great. Great session. Thanks for watching.